What's going on, guys? It is your mindset and fitness coach, Bryant Reed. Hope everybody is doing phenomenal. Hope everybody's crushing it, reaching those goals. Hope everybody's being consistent. In this video, we're going to add some value and we're going to talk about some things that are stifling some people's growth, so keeping them from reaching their goals. Some things that you might be struggling with, some things that I've struggled with, some things that I've talked to some individuals about this week. We're going to talk about it, I'm going to shed some light on it, and we're going to hopefully nail this idea home that you can reach your goals if you do these things, all right? So I want to talk about this concept of perfection. It's an absolute farce. This concept that you have to be spot on 100% of the time, that you can't mess up a single meal, that you can't sleep in, you can't accidentally hit that snooze button, you can't, have a bad day, you can't have anxiety, you can't be depressed, you can't have, if you do any of these things that you're never going to reach your goals, right? This concept of perfection is a farce. There are no perfect people in the world. I mess it up, you mess it up, we all mess it up. So why then do we have this concept of perfection? And I think it is that we are looking at social media. We're looking at everything that's happening on social media. The perfect husbands, the perfect wives, the perfect coaches, the perfect athletes, the perfect bodies, the perfect makeup, the perfect, what you perceive as perfect because it's been filtered down and it's been, manipulated for you to get just a snapshot of what it is. But what you don't realize, what a lot of these people are struggling with anxiety, struggling with depression. They don't feel the way that you think that they feel based off the picture, or that they might not be, at the level that you might think they are. They might be a struggling business owner. They might not be happy in their marriage. They might have all of these different things going on and you don't even realize it because you're basing your perception off of one picture. And I'm here to tell you, that is BS, and these people are setting you up for failure. I never want to be one of those people who just get on and post my wins. I wrote a whole entire book about all the negativity that I've been through in my life. A whole entire book. Every single week I talk about, my struggles with this, my struggles with that, because I want you to see that I'm human. But I also want you to understand that in your life, if you miss a workout, it's not the end of the world. If you have 3 bad days, it's not the end of the world. If you got a friggin' pimple on your face, and I want to see that picture. I want to see more people being authentically them. I want to see more people showing their struggles. I want to see more people saying, yo, I'm absolutely freaking having a hard freaking time. That's what I want to see. Because that then is going to inspire other people so they can say, you know what? They're struggling with some things, but they're still getting it done. I'm struggling with some things, and I'm still getting it done. I tell you guys every single week in some form or fashion, I struggle with being a parent. I struggle with being a father. I have a daughter who I absolutely love, and she's 3, and she runs me ragged, and she wears me out, and I love her to death, but it's hard. It's hard being a parent, and I'm gonna tell you that I struggle with it. There are aspects of business that I struggle with. There's aspects of marriage that I struggle with. There's aspects of being a friend to some people that I struggle with. It's okay to freaking struggle. This concept of perfection is a farce. So if you think that you have to be one of those people where you nail it every single week, you're wrong. I encourage you to reevaluate yourself, pinch yourself. You're freaking human. You felt that, right? So stop trying to be perfect. What other people can do is on social media, just put it out there. Be vulnerable. I was speaking to a ROTC class at Ohio State, and I was telling them as a leader, as somebody who is out front, it is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to tell you that I struggle with addiction. It is okay to tell you that I've been homeless. It's okay that I struggle with, sometimes I step in and I don't feel like I'm enough, or I need to do more, or things like that, or my work-life balance might be off. It's okay to say that you struggle. And if social media, if we somehow can put a filter, take the filter off, if somehow we can just say, you know what, bump that filter, I'm gonna show you the true authentic self, what that's gonna do is inspire somebody else to be living their truth and be their true authentic self. Because I have people saying it all the time, the hashtag body goals, hashtag this, and hashtag wife goals, or husband goals, or marriage goals. Yeah, you can have goals and you can have things that you wanna achieve, but when you start looking at that stuff and you realize it's bringing you down, you need to get away from it. You need to say, you know what, that's not for me. And a few years ago, I was on Instagram, right? And I'd be one of those people scrolling down, and getting in this mindset of constantly comparing myself to everybody else. Oh, I'm not big enough. I'm not, articulate enough. I don't have the swag that everybody else has. I don't have the car, the house, and all these different things. And you can run that race and it will wear you out. So what did I do? And here's your practical takeaway from this. What did I do? I got off of Instagram. Best thing I ever did is maybe 3 years ago, get off of Instagram. Tons of followers, tons of, transactions and action on Instagram. But I said, you know what, I'm stepping away from it. And that was the best thing that I could do mentally. You see, we scroll down, we see all these things that we perceive as perfect. It's a snapshot of what we think is perfect, but it's not. Nothing is perfect. Perfection is a farce. Comparison literally will stifle your growth. You'll say, well, that person's so much further ahead of me, I'm never gonna get there, why even try? That person's so much more fit than me, they're so much more beautiful than me, they have such a perfect, rock solid marriage, they're a perfect parent, why should I even try? Stop watching everybody else live their lives and you start living your life. Stop watching everybody else try to reach their goals and to tell you how to do it, and start living your life. Start living your truth. Start looking for things that are gonna add value to you rather than have you sitting back with the popcorn pretending that all life is great when you have things that you wanna achieve as well. I'm encouraging you guys, compete against yourself. Compete against you, the person in the mirror. Every day you wake up. Every day you wake up, say, you know what did I do yesterday, or what did I do last week that I can top that? I can do more, I can learn more, I can read that book, I can do more muscle ups like I did today, or I can do more push-ups. I like the way I feel, I'm confident. I don't have to get validation on social media. I can just post something that is truly authentic me, and whether I get feedback or not, it's all good because it's me. I don't have to worry about filtering it. I don't have to worry about the way I look. I don't have to worry about that. Like, I am working every single day. I'm trying to be consistent, and I'm taking consistency over perfection every day. The consistency of, yeah, there's days I don't want to do it, but I got it done. There's days where it sucks, but I got it done. Those are the days that are most important. When you're trying to be perfect, I promise you, you're going to run this race and run this race and run this race and run this race, and eventually it's going to be the end of you, all right? It's going to be the end of all your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations, because you will have set back and tried to be somebody that you're not. I'm encouraging you to be you. Be authentically you. You don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. The weather's not perfect. You're not perfect. Continue to be you. Continue to strive forward, and we're going to be all good, all right? We're going to be all good. I want you guys to reach your goals. I want you to be able to step back this year and say, man, I really got after it, and I became a better version of myself than I was last year and the year before that. I'm in a better position now than I was before that. And if you can step back and you can say that, then you are doing the right thing. But if you're one of those people who are just scrolling down social media constantly and you're consuming every single bit of it, or you're posting things simply just to get likes, or you're not adding value to people, you're just trying to say, okay, what can I put up just so people can comment or like it, or so I can get attention, I can promise you that's not a race you want to run, all right? I'm done. That's about a 7-minute video. You guys understand the concept. I encourage you guys to keep moving forward. If you got to step away from social media, do it. If you got to put a timer on social media, do it. But ultimately, guys, keep pursuing your goals. It is your boy, Coach Reed. I've got something called the TND Blueprint coming out soon, all right? I'm going to take you guys through mindset and all different kind of things. I'm working on it. It's going to take a little bit, but when it comes out, I promise you it's going to help you guys a lot, all right? I love you guys. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. Stop comparing yourself. Perfection is a freaking farce. Let's go.